Hey guys, it's Steve.
It's Dave.
It's Nick.
And we just wanted to wish you guys a very happy Halloween.
Be safe out there. Enjoy your time. Have fun. Happy Halloween.
Who's that guy next to me?
You'll find out soon on the actual podcast, which is starting right now.
Shabuda.
Hello, and welcome to Kickin and Crocs, the
Stop
podcast.
it. Stop
Steve can
it.
count to
Stop
three.
it.
I didn't know that.
You
That's
were
awesome.
supposed to be doing the intro as Vegeta.
Oh, you're right. Thank you for reminding me. Okay.
You're-
Restart.
Shabuda.
Rejection.
Hello, and welcome to Kicking and Crocs, the podcast, where we talk about martial arts stuff, geeky stuff, and all sorts of Saiyan pride. My name is Steve.
I'm
one
Dave.
half of Kicking and Crocs.
I'm Dave, the other half of Kickin Crocs. I tried to interrupt him.
And I am Nick. Sounds good.
Shadow half.
But you didn't say you were even half. You
Oh
just said you were
my
I
half.
God,
said
we're
the other
already
half
off
of
the
Kickin'
rails.
Crocs.
Did you?
And we have a
Way
guest
up
today.
You have to forgive you have to forgive us, everybody. It's been a long day. These two are not in.
And we have a guest today.
And it's
little off key right
Halloween.
now. It's our Halloween episode, and we did bring an awesome guest with us tonight. He is a fellow martial artist, second-degree black belt, also an instructor. He's also really good at guitar, and
He's fit.
Fellow-
he's fresh.
fel-
He's got good hair.
fellow
Man, he's got it
nerd.
all.
yeah,
plays-
fellow video gamer, and all that good fits right in with us. Except he doesn't own a pair of Crocs.
Yeah.
It's Mike Shannon.
Yeah, doesn't own a pair of Crocs yet. You always got
Yet.
to caveat things with yet.
What's
Very
up,
true.
Mike?
What's up, guys?
What's up, Mike? Make sure you talk to that microphone.
Oh, he's
yeah.
talking. He's talking
Yeah,
to it.
no, we're good. Got this.
Yeah, it's awesome.
But yeah, I don't own a pair of Crocs. I'm on a Croc podcast.
We'll get you a
Very
pair.
true.
We're
We gotta
gonna
get you in that pair of Crocs.
we gotta get a Len a pair. We gotta get Mike a pair.
Yeah.
We got
This too shall pass, Mike.
Yeah.
we gotta get everybody a pair.
I feel the
Well,
healing.
We got Nick a
Because-
pair.
yeah, because it is our Halloween episode. If you're watching the YouTube version, you see us all in our costumes. But just for the audio listeners, let's just go around and tell everybody what we are dressed as, starting with our guests.
Well, I am the Saiyan that
Cozy Saiyan.
Cozy, Goku.
He's cozy.
Also
Kakarot.
known as Cozy Kakarot. I was just going to
Cozy
say
Kakarot.
Kakarot.
He's very
I love it.
cozy. Yeah,
Cozy
so
Kakarot.
Mike is dressed up as Goku from Dragon Ball Z, and I am Prince Vegeta, also from Dragon Ball Z.
And I am Prince Vegeta, also.
Well, he's super. He's
Listen,
God mode.
Vegeta
So-
wished he had that
So
hair.
let me.
Well, it's red. He's God
So
mode.
I am Ariel from the Little
Super Saiyan
Mermaid,
God.
And,
Ariel, actually.
Super Saiyan God.
He's
That's
the
just
Ariel that nightmares are made.
and so Nick, why don't you say who you are before I get
I'm
into
a
mine?
member of the Akatsuki from Naruto Shippuden.
Yeah, you're
Yes.
the Italian Akatsuki.
I am Guinea
He's
Akatsuki.
the
What kind of
Akatsuki,
pasta
eh?
is that?
They call me Italian, and that's it.
Mm.
Italian.
Yeah. So the
I only
theme
cook
for all the
things, so
instructors
I
at our annual trunk or treat
Yes, we had our trunk or treat today.
was Disney princesses. So these guys all had Disney princess costumes.
Not me.
Not Nick. He didn't come
Alright.
to trunk or treat,
I
but
wasn't able to make it. No, I wish I was able to make it.
but I only get one costume per year. These guys are all set to go with another costume.
Yeah, man.
I stayed a princess.
Yeah, man.
What are you gonna do?
Yeah, it all worked out.
Dave, you're always our princess.
Oh, yes, without a doubt. Very much so.
This
so,
is true.
To our guest here. Hey, man.
Hey, dude.
How's it going?
It's good.
It's
It's
good.
going. We're here. We made it.
We did it. Yeah, we finally
I'm-
did it.
Ate so many chicken wings before this.
That's very
so
true.
It's true.
This is yeah.
So we went to Buffalo Wild Wings before we. Before
I
we
know.
But you know, let me tell you something.
I missed out.
That
I
was
love
some
Buffalo
slow
Wild
service.
Wings.
That was
really.
You
Well-
know, she was a new server, but they just did like some kind of 300 wing thing before
yeah, they
before us.
needed
And-
to re-cook a batch of wings.
Yeah, and I also started the bandwagon of having everybody order all flats.
I always order a flats.
Well, yeah.
You
What do you
introduced
mean
me
flats?
to not the drumsticks.
The type of wings.
All right,
Yeah,
but
the
with-
wings
I
that
don't,
are called
I don't
flats.
dislike
Yeah.
drumsticks, but I don't know. All flats is just
All flats is better.
But
For
again,
years I've been doing that.
always though, you don't get boneless ever.
No,
no.
that's chicken
just
nuggets.
chicken nuggets with sauce.
Thank you.
You know,
Thank
I'm
you.
with you. I'm with you.
There are
Thank
times.
you.
There are
If
times.
you listen, if you guys like chicken nuggets,
Yeah, it's go
more
for
power
it.
to
Nug
you.
nuggets.
Please don't call them
Don't
buffalo.
get me
Nuggets.
wrong. Like they're good. Like I'll eat. They're. Oh, sorry. I'll eat them. They're good, but
I find like if I go to a place like if I at TGI Fridays, I'll always get boneless because
Mhm.
they're just not that great to begin with. So
Even there, I'll
TGI
suffer
Fridays
through it.
just isn't great to
Yeah,
begin
It
with.
used to
Exactly.
be. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah, when I was a kid, I
in like
remember
the
it
early
being good.
2000s,
Yeah.
it was.
Yeah,
in
but
the
like
late
all
90s.
restaurants like that were good, and then they got too big. At least that's what I think. I
So
could be
now,
completely wrong.
ask for all three of you, since you went to Buffalo Wild Wings tonight. Dry rub, like, what do you like? I am on a hook with the dry rub lately. I don't know
Are you
why.
really?
Yeah.
It's
can't-
way
And
cleaner.
Buffalo Wild Wings
It's not
got
as
me on the
messy.
hook.
Huh?
Buffalo Wild Wings got me on the hook. The waitress recommended it. She goes, "You have to try this dry rub."
Which one is it?
I'll get the name for you because I don't know if it's
See,
still
I
on the
don't
menu.
like a dry rub.
It was.
it's
I
gotta
never
be-
really liked it, but now I'm hooked.
I go either or.
Hooked.
No, I need sauce.
So
I go either or.
Yeah, I feel
I ain't
like,
trying to look clean with wings.
But my one critique is that their sauces are like really thick.
Yes.
Yes.
Not a big fan.
It's
of
almost like they just pour it on. And
Yeah,
they-
it's like too much.
instead of
There's-
glazing it on,
Mm.
they're
but
just
there's no consistency in it
drowning it.
either. Because sometimes
Drowning
you
it.
get Buffalo Wild Wings and like it'll be covered in sauce, and then sometimes
mhm.
you get it and it's like, is there any sauce on this? Like, what happened?
Yeah.
You're not very consistent with it.
Mm,
No, I'm with you. Definitely.
yeah. But you guys had a good time. So there was a couple of you there
Oh,
tonight.
yeah, no,
right?
it was like
Trunk or
9
treat
of
went
us.
very well. So just we'll go into at least Dave obviously like he said he kept the same costume. For trunk or treat I was Moana.
I was
Nice.
Jasmine from Aladdin.
Princess Jasmine.
Nice.
from
You have a little
Aladdin.
tan to be a Jasmine. That works.
I mean, he didn't have to
I
wear
mean-
a wig.
Yeah,
No.
I use my own hair.
Did you
Cool.
bring like a carpet or a monkey
No,
or a genie?
no.
No, none
I
of the
wasn't
above.
that.
I brought a rubber chicken for Hey Hey.
That was all the little video you sent, by the way, of
Mhm.
2 seconds with the rubber chicken. Hilarious.
I was worried that my costume wasn't even gonna fit because the I didn't get it in person. I had to order it using like a sizing chart,
Yeah, I did the
Yeah.
same
and Emma
thing.
had
It's
to
risky.
Take it out a little.
like got like the measuring tape. And I was like standing there trying to make it work, and like the back wouldn't even like shut. Velcros.
Would you put like a stitch or something? Or?
Yeah, but that happened to every
we ended
girl
up
on
like
staff.
pulling it like really tight and like just getting it.
But that happened to every
but-
girl on staff. Every girl on staff, we had safety pins. We had
Yeah,
none of
I mean,
them could really-
unfortunately, when you order
Well, listen,
costumes
that's
online,
why
it's-
right back in the day, ladies
risky.
had what is it, the corset, right?
Yeah.
Because it was
Mhm.
a one dress fits all, whether your body was ready for it or not.
Well, these I got on Amazon. These pants, and Kelsey, thank God, was like, I was like, oh, I'm generally small, and I'm looking at the thing. She's like, no.
Those
These
are
girl
women's.
pants. You have to go a size bigger. Always go and like she ordered it for me.
And by the way, they're fitted. That's intense.
I look great in them, man.
You look
look great in them.
unnaturally good in those things.
I know.
Like they're bell bottom green
look
Scale
good.
pattern.
scale pattern pants.
Basically, if he were to put his feet together, it would look like a mermaid tail.
But let's just say they're fitted.
Very,
Yes.
very well.
I got great
I
ones.
can see
well
I'm not
Dave's
ashamed
gonna
of
wear
it.
Dave's gonna wear these pants again. These pants will come out.
No,
in a
actually-
Actually,
future
he's
event.
not going to wear them.
I'm
Why?
gonna give because I'm giving him to his girlfriend. If she wants him, she can keep him. If she doesn't want him, she can get rid of him.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, Emma would like those probably.
You guys can just share them. You get them on Tuesdays and Thursdays. She gets them Monday, Wednesday, Friday.
This is
That's got
oddly
way too
familiar
complicated.
conversation. This is
Yeah,
an
wait a
oddly
minute,
familiar
yeah.
conversation.
why you guys said this?
No, we were just talking about custody of Steve because
Well-
I have Steve on Wednesdays
Well, we were
and
talking.
Fridays
Well,
for
here's-
podcasting.
Okay.
So there was a pre-conversation precursing to this conversation. It's been talked about as to.
Wow, this is like a memory within a memory.
I know it is. It's
Inception.
Inception. So we were talking about who I spend more time with,
Dave.
or Mike.
Dave.
So I said, well, over the summer, back when I was working at A1 Tents, Mike's uncle owns A1 Tents and Party Rentals, a wonderful
Awesome
business in Point
place,
Pleasant.
yep.
If you ever need tents or tables or chairs
Call them
for
up,
a
guys.
party,
Call 'em
rent
up.
it. You just call us up. A1 Tents and Party Rentals. We can help you out.
Keep small
But
businesses
I
alive.
was working there Monday, Tuesday, Thursday, Friday during the day, and then Mike would also teach at the dojo on Tuesdays and Thursdays. So at that point in time, I was seeing Mike way
That
more.
explains why you always look down. Okay.
I
Continue.
was seeing Mike way more.
Although he
But
does
now,
live at my
I
house.
say, but the argument was that I practically live at Dave's house.
But now, do you have keys to Mike's house?
I do not have keys
You
to
have keys
Mike's
to Dave's house.
I do not have keys to Dave's
no,
house.
he-
You
I,
took
I
him back?
give- no, I only
He
give him
never
keys
gave
when
them
he-
to me.
when he has to get in.
You
He never
really
gave
even
them to me. I
bother
never got
sharing?
keys.
Just give it to him.
Yeah,
You
can't
could
do
just give him a battering ram. So whenever.
No, give him his own bed. He's here anyway.
it. But even when you were working all that time, you'd still see me at night or
That's
kicking
true.
the Crocs off.
No,
or tea, or-
I absolutely would. I was just basing it
But
off
we were
of the
joking
amount of
because
time.
like he does a standard D&D game with Mike on Mondays.
Oh,
And then-
nice.
For the most part, sometimes
It's
just
like
us hanging out.
it's- an ongoing
we just call it
game, or
like
is it
it's like
one
game
night?
night. So like sometimes we'll play board games, sometimes
Nice.
we'll do D&D.
Right.
Sometimes we'll just sit and talk because like our friend, like everybody's adults
Yeah.
now. So like
Sure.
you know,
Sure you are.
sometimes you just want to catch up, chill, talk, have a beer with your friends.
So that's
Right.
a Monday thing,
Yep.
right?
I love that.
But
Yep.
then Tuesdays we have cart night, which
Yep.
is it's not. I don't actually have custody of them. We share it with a group. But then Wednesday,
He's all
um,
yours.
my wife and I cook dinner for me. We watch One Piece. We do One Piece Wednesdays.
One Piece Wednesday. we
And then
call it.
Fridays,
Love
obviously,
that.
we have them for the podcast. Wednesday
Yep.
mornings, we have them for tea.
Mhm,
So, Mike gets
so
weekends.
now,
Yeah.
I like it.
No, Mike
This
doesn't.
is-
Mike doesn't even get weekends really.
No, not really.
Not really. They don't see each other over the weekend too much.
Don't
Well,
think
well,
I'm-
because
well-
Emma gets Mike on weekends.
That's true. That's
She's got to
very
get
true.
some time.
I mean, that's the only time we really get to.
Oh yeah, work and everything. I get it.
Well, anyways,
Boo.
bringing it back.
The worst.
So let's go into what we've pretty much gone over this with each guest that we've had on so far. Tell us about your martial arts journey there, sir.
My martial arts.
How'd you
journey.
get started with martial arts?
Already
What's your
looked at it.
experience with martial
sorry.
arts? All the
Oh.
good stuff. We want all the details.
Okay, I haven't talked about this in a while. I actually got involved with martial arts when I was 4 years old. I was 4 years old, and I don't remember too much of the background on whether I wanted to do it or if it was just something my parents wanted.
Nobody
me
at
to
that
do.
age really remembers
Yeah, I
that.
don't really.
I did.
remember, but
'Cause I was
um,
into Bruce Lee.
I do remember being there though. I meant to talk about.
Yeah, go.
I went to Kum Sung.
Oh, yeah.
Denver.
Okay, so you went another place. Okay.
That's where Sensei Lauren went, too.
It was. I don't remember too much. I just remember it wasn't a good experience.
For you, okay.
That was Sensei Lauren, too. No.
Yeah. It
Well, it's
just
tough to
wasn't.
compare with-
It just.
It's a different experience.
Like so for me, from a very early age, as my costume, I really liked martial arts things. Right, like like Dragon Ball was on TV all the time in the early 2000s.
Oh, yeah.
Cool.
Like
It's huge.
I
I had all,
remember like
VHS.
I actually started watching the first like Dragon Ball thing that I saw was the Buu Saga. And
Great way to start.
Right, because like there's so many good fights in the Buu Saga, and I remember being a little kid watching the fights and being like, oh, like really really cool, like action packed type thing.
I'm also upset because I'm like so into anime, and these three guys are all in anime costumes.
Okay, that's off topic. Continue, Mike.
Yeah. Moving on.
So anyway,
It just hit me
I
because it's on
loved that,
DBZ.
and I remember even from an early age, like Kumsa, it wasn't martial art. It was just like something for kids to do, I guess. Like I wasn't learning anything, so I stopped that. I still had an interest in it. I got a little bit older, and then my favorite show of all time came out, Avatar: The Last Airbender.
Yes.
Like,
Fantastic
absolutely
show.
amazing. I
Oh.
have a tattoo of it on my
Let's
wrist.
go.
Have you seen?
Best
We'll talk
show.
about it later. Has he seen your game yet?
Oh no, he.
Okay, we'll talk about that.
Okay,
later.
yeah, I'm curious about
Continue.
that.
Continue on.
Yeah.
But
Continue on.
anyway,
my
that
God, we
came
gotta
out
play
when I, like early, made like 2007.
I can
What's
look-
funny is
can
I
look it
love that
I
show
can look it up. I
too.
can look it up.
It's not my favorite show of all time, but I love that show. But
I love the
I was
character work.
a lot
in that
older.
show.
It's just
I mean,
fantastic.
you and I fall into much older arc when we watch that than
Unfortunately,
these
yeah,
guys.
yeah. So
Yeah.
our viewpoint's way different.
But like
it was still a good,
growing,
great
Oh, yeah.
story arc.
having that show like releasing at that
Yeah.
age that I was at, and like curious about martial arts, like it really piqued my interest as well. Then I don't even remember the name of it. It was at like a lodge somewhere.
2005, by the way.
2005. Yeah, so like
Oh, I was I was graduating college.
Yeah, I was married.
I
Me and
was
him were
in like
TV.
I was in like first grade, second grade
Yeah,
maybe.
Yep.
And I was super into that. It piqued my interest again to get into karate. Also, I was a big SpongeBob fan. Karate,
Nice.
I needed something to do. I was really bad at other sports. So I tried doing it again, and it was the same type of thing. Like, I had a lot of gripes with it, but like the main thing was I just wasn't learning anything. I wasn't learning how to fight. I wasn't learning.
Did you try to
anything
go back
cool,
to the
anything
same
that was-
place or another place?
It was a different place.
Okay.
I don't even remember the name of it, honestly.
If it was in a lodge, it was probably like a kid safe program.
Yeah,
or
yeah,
like-
yeah.
That actually rings a bell. That actually might be it. But I tried doing that. But after that, after 2 times of trying it early on in my life, I was like, maybe this just isn't for me. I just didn't like it.
Mm.
I wasn't good at any other sports. Like I said, like I tried baseball. My baseball coach was awful, like really, really mean to the kids. Not good for confidence building,
Nope.
obviously. By that point, I wasn't really into sports. I was, an unathletic kid. Thank you.
So
that's
not,
okay.
so not much has changed. Continue.
Yeah, you're right. But I was getting a little overweight. I was like really only into video games. I really didn't do much, and it took me 3 different tries to come to our school.
To get the right one.
Well, yeah, 3 tries there, but like when I actually came in like to try PBK for the first time,
We were the third try though.
yes,
Third
but
time's the charm.
the appointment itself, we had like made an appointment, couldn't work it out. Then like we went again, and we went too early, and like we just missed Andrew,
Mhm.
and then like by that point I was like really like discouraged. I was like, I don't want to do this. Like I don't want to go. Like my parents were like, no, just go. Like he's there now, and then I went, and the rest is history. But
I got to teach you for a little while when you were young.
yeah, I remember.
'Cause
Yeah,
we
like
had
the
Rob
early
on,
days
and
of
you
the
were
town.
part of that, circle.
Same. They came with the ranks together. They had black
Yeah.
belts together.
It's awesome.
Yeah, we were like the first generation of black belts from the Toms River School,
Awesome.
and it was
Exciting times.
Yeah, like those years were probably like I look back as some like the best years of my life. Completely changed my life. Wouldn't be the same person without it.
You wouldn't
Yep.
be a grown man in an anime costume. It makes sense.
Exactly.
I definitely feel that
Um,
that's true for every guest we've had that's been a martial artist. Is martial arts changes your life?
It really does, and it even translates to my girlfriend. Always wanted to try martial arts, and I recently got her into. She lives up like 40 minutes
Out of the
north,
way. Yeah.
and we hooked her up with a good jiu-jitsu school up there, and she's loving it. She's absolutely loving it, and it doesn't matter what martial art you're doing. It matters the person teaching.
Yep. Well,
And we say this often, Mike, right? So I get asked, I know Dave does, I get asked from people when I'm traveling for work, what would you recommend? And what
Right.
style should I do?
Right.
And what's the right move? And, my basically canned answer is you have to feel it out, right?
Yes,
Regardless
100%.
of what the
100%.
style is, you need to, a couple key factors. You need to feel like they care about you.
Mhm.
You need to feel like they know what the heck they're doing.
Mhm.
Yep.
And you need to feel like you're enjoying the experience. Now, it doesn't mean it's not going to be hard work and it's not going to be, pressure at times. That's part of
And-
growth. But, the experience has to be felt by you.
Mhm.
I've said that before too, where it's like I respect anybody that's on the mat training. Like whatever style you choose, if you're out there, you're trying to progress, you're trying to change, you're trying to improve. You got my respect.
Yeah.
Exactly.
That's how it goes.
Yep.
If you're
I was
doing it,
having
you're doing it.
I was having a great conversation with one of the parents this week around, his journey on improving his physical output. Started running again, running like 10 miles a day. Hadn't ran in years since like his 20s really, and he's up to 10 miles already. And his goal is to hit a half a
Wow.
marathon.
That's pretty cool.
And I was right. I was like, man, that is
That's
phenomenal.
amazing.
Let me
Yeah.
recommend not running that
Yeah,
far.
the new Bolt family, right? But I'm like, that's fantastic, and I think that I guess an inspiration to the fact that haven't done it for years, jump back in, pacing themselves the right way, but pushing to
God, I
get
hate
better
hair.
and better. I love it. So I know I'm so used to not having
Dave
it.
is getting very
What-
annoyed
For
by
those
his
of
wig.
you again not watching the YouTubes, I know some of you just listen to us. Dave has got a lovely wig on, but hasn't had
Oh,
hair
Very
Hey.
lovely Ariel
for
wig.
about 10 years. That
No.
I never had hair this long.
never had hair this long. Not once in my
And-
life.
Mike, tell us about having long hair.
Yeah.
Ooh,
What
the long
should
hair
Dave
journey.
do? What should Dave do?
First of all, not have that hair.
You just have to embrace the consequences.
Nah, I'm good.
Go with the
gotta
go with the
embrace-
madness.
You gotta embrace the consequence. Look, if you're gonna be a dude and have long hair, you need to take
Be
care of it.
hipster.
So okay, before I even get into that,
Man bun.
here's my philosophy.
Man
with it, right?
bun.
If you're able to
David.
wear long hair nicely, and you're able to keep it neat, clean, trim, not greasy looking, gross, whatever. If you're able to make it look healthy and clean and neat and nice and all the above, that shows that it's like showing you're going the extra mile, right? Because you're taking the extra time to take care of your hair. If you're not doing that, which I'm sure all of you have seen men with long hair that don't take care of it, and
Yeah.
it looks atrocious. It looks
Mhm.
absolutely awful. I had
Mhm.
friends that
Yep.
did that, and we would tell them straight to their face, like, dude, what do you do? You look like
You
a
need to take
rat.
care of your hair.
Like, you need to fix yourself. But if you're able to have, a lot of hair and you're able to take care of it and make it look nice and neat and still look groomed and still look nice and whatnot, then I think that shows more, I guess, effort with yourself.
It has to fit the person too.
It does have to. You
It
have to be
has
able to
fit the
wear it
person.
Yeah,
properly.
the genetics. Yeah, you gotta
And
have
do
a
you
good haircut that
feel-
matches what type of hair you have, your face shape.
There's a personality that comes with a long hair.
And
Do
then
you feel it up
Mm-hmm.
more? Like, is it easier to keep it up in order to keep it like? Because
Yes.
again, you're working constantly too.
Yes,
whether
I
it's
am-
in the
I have-
dojo or for your uncle.
Right. Yeah, definitely. Just tying it up is easier, and like that's the hard part, right?
Yeah.
Is when you decide to grow your hair out, is like you need to get it past that awkward point where you can't tie it back, and it's just like in that weird limbo area.
Kelsey,
where
you're
it
almost
doesn't-
That's
up.
where I'm
Don't
at
run
right
away.
now. Kind
Yeah,
of.
no,
I
yeah,
can't.
like-
I don't have it long enough to tie it back.
It even goes on a little longer than where you're at too.
Mhm.
Like, because even when I had it, like, and I couldn't tie it back, that was the most annoying point.
That
When-
midway
So-
point.
midway point.
So, are you continuing, Steve? Are you going to head towards the?
My haircut appointment is November 7th.
You're not going to continue and try and do the Mike Shannon?
I mean, it's
My hair will
quite
not grow in
long.
as nicely as
you,
his.
you have like
It's
the
not true.
curls, which
My
could
hair
look
is curly,
good on its
wavy.
own.
It my family genetics has my hair growing out.
Honestly, you
So-
know what I think would you could pull off if
Hmm?
you kept the top like a little bit longer.
I was not planning on
and then
going
you
back to.
faded the sides, so you
Yeah.
had like some curls up top, so
Yep.
you were able to like do something nice with it if you want. Like,
That's
right?
exactly
That'll
what I
look
have
good on him,
planned.
right?
Yeah.
No.
That's
Shave
exactly-
it all.
That's
Honestly, you
exactly
should
what I have
just keep
planned.
the
That's
Vegeta.
coming.
That's
Yeah,
what
Keep the
right?
Vegeta. Just do
Vegeta.
It's
this.
working for me. Right
I
now.
walk into work tomorrow. Hey, Master Andrew.
But hey, you
On
wear that
my-
for grappling class.
my second
That's
point
it.
with it too is you need to embrace the
But
consequences.
that
You
was
know
my
that
hair.
is actually a grappling outfit. People will wear that shirt.
Oh, yeah.
Oh yeah, no, the rash guards and
Rash
stuff.
guard.
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
And for the record, I used to do my hair kind of like that.
Yep, I think I
Not
have a
as
picture
long
of
as
it.
this though.
no,
there
one
were
time, yes, you
days.
were.
Yeah. I had it pretty long coming out of college.
Not the back.
Yeah,
he did.
I remember.
Not the back.
Okay.
I've seen some
Not
photos.
the back, but I had some spiked up hair.
Oh yeah,
Right,
did you have like a big
I had
like
a mohawk for a
mohawk? Yeah,
while.
that's
Yeah,
really
yeah.
cool.
Yeah,
I
you
like
had
that.
Mohawk for a while.
So you have to be ready for consequences.
Yeah. So, because obviously being an instructor and you're in a point where like little kids will look up to you, some kids, few in between, it will be like, oh, I want to grow my hair out like Sensei Mike, or I want to do this like this person. That you see it all the time. And anytime some of the younger kids would bring it up, like wanting to grow their hair out, I would tell them the same thing. Like you need to first, like what I said before, you need to take care of it properly. Like
Yep.
this isn't just something you're gonna do and you're gonna look like a disheveled mess. Like no, that's not the point. And two, if you're going to be training in a sport like a combat sport like martial arts, jiu-jitsu, anything, you need to understand that your hair is going to get pulled.
Yep.
It's going to be messy. It's going to be a pain in the butt. But you need to, like, if you're cool with it, then you're cool with it.
And I like
know?
that you're bringing this up because for some of our younger guys, right, where they're just getting into the more physical aspect of
Right.
the training, it's gonna happen. You're grappling, you're sparring, you're
just happens.
you're doing self-defense. It's not intentional every time someone happens to pull your hair. And if you're
I mean,
gonna have long hair,
It just happens
it's
sometimes.
part of the game.
It's the same
know?
thing as like every now and then you need to catch like if you're wrestling, you're grappling.
Oh, an
every now and then
elbow,
you catch
a
an elbow
hand,
or a
a knee,
knee.
yeah.
Somebody
It's just
tries
part
to
of
pull
it.
a
It's part of the
position.
game. It's,
Yeah.
it's part of the
You
game.
have to accept that it's part
Yeah,
of what
you
we
make
do.
the owl face, you reset, you start over. That's it.
Okay.
Yeah.
I love it.
So bringing it back since it's a Halloween episode,
Halloween
I got
episode.
2 Halloween questions for us.
Oh,
Okay.
let's do it. Let's do
Bring
it.
it on.
Halloween question number 1,
Mm-hmm.
easy one.
Yep.
Favorite Halloween candy and least favorite Halloween candy. So favorite Halloween candy, and then at least like if you were trick or treating and you got it, you're like, oh no. All right, let's go. Let's kick it off.
Start with the young guy.
Start with
All right,
Steve.
Steve, you go first.
Okay.
Favorite Halloween candy.
For favorite Halloween candy, believe it or not, I am a very simple man, and I was always happy seeing just a regular Hershey bar,
Hershey bar.
just
Really?
regular plain milk chocolate Hershey bar.
With or
without nuts.
Definitely nothing, just plain chocolate.
Really? All right. Let's go to Mike for favorite.
For favorite?
Favorite.
So I'm not a sweet tooth,
Oh,
but
Trick-or-treating, then.
But
I still liked
but
it.
in Halloween.
in
like, what would you
Halloween,
want to find yourself?
but obviously you went trick or treating.
Oh,
as a kid.
100%.
So
yeah.
you must have gotten excited for
let me
one.
think. I growing up, I was a big Nestle Crunch fan.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
And it wasn't just because of like the crunch part. Like, okay, Hershey bars. I actually really hate Hershey bars. I
Good.
don't like them. I
Glad
don't
you.
think they
No, they're
taste good.
Oh man.
I think they
Wow.
are
You're losing
gross.
fans, Mike. See the dislikes coming in.
But
No, don't dislike. Like the video.
But I'm not saying I dislike chocolate. I just don't like Hershey bars. I just, for some reason, like ever since I was a kid, you give a little kid a chocolate. They like chocolate. No, I didn't like it.
Yeah.
But Nestle Crunch, for some reason, whatever chocolate that they used, it was like so much sweeter.
No,
I'm just
Nestle.
kidding. I don't
know.
Nestle's are good.
I think they
enjoy
make
them.
their
it
own
was
chocolate,
different.
right?
Like it wasn't
Well,
like
I would
But
take a Nestle's Crunch bar over
that
a
or
Hershey
a
bar.
Reese's. I really like
wouldn't.
Reese's as well. I was a
I
big
would take a
Reese's
Nestle
kid.
Crunch bar over Hershey bar any day. of
Yeah, I
the
would
week.
not.
No, if you have the choice,
I
right?
definitely.
Absolutely.
I wouldn't.
But yeah, that I really
Neither
like
would
those,
Steve.
and I
Okay.
like Laffy Taffy. I was really
Oh,
big
Laffy Taffy's good.
Like, that was a
Yeah,
great
yeah.
one.
Laffy Taffy's good.
Do you like taffy from like LBI, like the shore? Like
Oh, like saltwater
yeah.
taffy. That's a
Uh-huh.
one. But
So
you
good.
never came across that on
No,
Halloween.
nobody gave that
though.
on
No,
Halloween.
no. But it's still.
But
excellent.
that's
Unless you live
so
on LBI.
good.
All right, let's let Nick.
Well,
Oh, is
in
it on me?
order,
We're
in
going
order.
to go in order of the couch
Yeah,
here.
go ahead.
What if they're not listening on the? What if they're just listening? They don't know the order.
They know what
But they
order
want
we
to
go
hear.
in.
They want to hear you with your long,
Alright.
luxurious hair.
Mine would be probably
Princess Ariel.
you know
tell
little
us.
boxes of dots where you get like 2 or 3
Oh,
dots
yeah.
and like the gummy dots like movie theater candy
Yes.
and they give you a little box.
Those
of
are your
those.
favorite?
Oh, for like
Really?
for
You
Halloween
want to
candy.
chew them for the 45 minutes.
Oh, that's the best when they're
Oh
like
my God,
stale.
yeah.
Oh,
Oh
yeah.
wait, no. Now I'm sorry. I didn't mean to cut you
Halloween
off.
candy.
Halloween. What are they? Smarties, right? The
Oh.
Smarties. Those are
Smarties.
great Halloween candy.
That's
Yeah.
definitely my
Like,
second favorite
individual
Hershey
Reese's
bar. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't mean like your favorite candy in general. I mean your favorite
Just
like
for Halloween.
Okay, yeah. I
Smarties.
might change it to Smarties or like
Smarties is
Nerds.
definitely
I
up
love
there.
Nerds
Nerds
are
are
the-
good
do you
too. That's a
know-
good
They're like a
Halloween
Nerds
candy.
bro.
To this day, my wife still gets me nerds for Christmas because I like
Really?
nerds, but
Wow.
would never get them, so she'll get them for me in a little box.
So what's your Halloween candy?
My Halloween candy.
I mean, I know back when you used to trick or treat in what 19.
It was called
I
All,
like
it was
the
called
chips
All
of
Hallows
chocolate
Eve.
Someone would break and throw
They
at
would
me off
give-
the stone.
they
and
would
throw
give
All
it
them
Hallows
coal.
Eve.
They would give them coal on All
They
Hallows
used to
Eve
dress
to
in the
warm your
costumes.
house.
You close your
scare off
eyes
the
and you
evil
lick it
spirits.
counterclockwise. It tastes like chocolate, so it's fine.
So what is? So
That coal. My favorite is Three Musketeers bars.
Three Musketeers.
I liked those when I was a kid, but as I grew up, I actually don't.
You know
like them
why? I
now.
feel like they're like a light chocolate. Either Three Musketeers.
A lot of chocolate in here. You, I'm like a,
No,
I'm
but
like,
I'm a snacky. Like I like.
I'm like
snacks.
a gummy like I like gummy candies and like.
I
Swedish
actually
Fish and,
dislike
like,
gummy.
Yeah, I'm
candy.
not
I'm
a
having
big
a
I
gummy
mean,
break.
I
guy
like
either.
Sour Patch Kids.
Sour
but-
Patch Kids are good.
What are
Like,
the
I don't like
name?
gummy
The
things.
It's
Rochelle's.
stuck in your teeth.
Those are real
I
good
don't
too. With the
like it.
Nutella on the inside and the nuts. The
So-
Rochelle's chocolates.
So then, reverse the question. Least favorite item to appear. Now I'm going to say item because it could be a couple things that people give out
Black licorice.
trick or treating.
Black licorice. Hate it.
Black licorice, really.
Yeah. Over. I would rather fruit. Like black licorice.
So
I do not like it
Wow.
at all. Not
really,
even a little. Or
Did you-
black
did people
jelly
give out
beans.
black licorice?
Black,
Yeah,
black
'cause you get, like,
licorice
the
is one of those things you either love or you
Twizzlers.
hate. Like
Yes.
you're either a bad. Like if you like it, you love it.
I have
But I don't
friends that
remember. I
love
don't
it.
remember a lot of
do.
people giving out like black licorice.
Well,
for-
it would be like the Twizzlers, but it'd be the mixed bag. So
Oh,
it would have
Right,
everything.
right, right,
Yeah,
right, right,
okay,
right.
yep.
How about you, Steve?
I'm still thinking. Come back to me.
Okay.
Candy
Trying to think
corn.
Candy corn. So
I hate candy corn.
my
So
wife
bad.
my wife
So
loves
bad.
candy corn. I don't understand.
I almost.
It's the worst thing ever.
you know what? I liked it when I was a kid.
I never liked it.
When I was little, I remember liking it. I
It's
the
didn't have
worst.
it for years, and then I tried it on Halloween, like randomly, like 10. I don't know when I was a grown up,
It's the worst.
and
You know what? I
Hated
take
it.
back black licorice. I go with candy corn because I'll at
Awful.
least choke
I
down the black licorice.
I have
I
a
will
story
spit
about
out candy corn.
So
yeah, it's
if,
not.
so
good.
candy corn, my wife and I fight about because she likes candy corn. I think it's the worst thing ever created. But
Okay, I don't know about all that.
Dave, tell us how you really feel. Please.
but
Hold it in.
the two.
Yeah.
I mean, I got least excited for number one. I think when somebody would just put some quarters in your bag, like
I never got that.
No,
oh, I got
we
that.
I never got
it.
that.
we got it.
never
Different
got
day
it
and
for
age, I
money.
guess. And then the
Only
marshmallow
ever got
peanut.
candy.
Yeah.
The marshmallow. It's like a marshmallow. It's a peanut thing.
Oh, those
marshmallow.
were nasty.
That's what I'm saying.
Those
yeah.
were
But
gnarly,
now,
bro.
to be fair,
I don't know where people got
nowadays,
those though.
As an adult, by the way. Well, let's. I'm gonna come back to this. I want to hear Steve's too.
So what's
I
your
wanna
candy
hear Steve's.
corn
Yeah,
story then?
yeah.
Or what's your least favorite thing you would get?
I'm still thinking. I honestly, I can't remember anything that I would get and be like, ugh, I don't want that. Like I never really.
Oh no, yeah,
I wasn't ever
Do you
really
want to
that
go into your
picky.
candy corn story then?
Yeah.
I'll keep thinking while I tell it, but I'm trying to. I mean, I never took anything that had any sort of nuts in it, like the Hershey bars with the nuts in them wouldn't do it.
So good.
What's something else that would have like?
Paydays.
Yeah, I wouldn't take.
Oh, I love
Paydays.
Payday.
So how does it relate to your candy corn story?
Almond
it
Joy.
doesn't. I thought we were going with my least
No, we
favorite.
want to know your candy
50
corn
grand.
story.
Oh, okay. Well, first comment below: candy corn yes or candy corn no. So one time, my
Lots of thumbs
that
down,
wasn't
too.
a sound effect, by the way. That was actually
Oh no, it
Mike
was a
making
sound
that
effect. It
noise.
was a human.
That
made
was
sound
Mi-
effect.
Mike
Like,
actually
human
making
fart.
that
He's like,
noise.
that wasn't a sound effect. That was really Mike.
That was
passing away.
really
Yeah.
Mike. Anyways, so
Story.
oh god, my candy corn story. So my family actually we do get candy corn every single year, and like Kelsey,
I'm sorry.
we do like candy corn.
Oh,
So one time
God.
It's
I'm
like
sitting
coal in your
there,
stocking for
and
real.
there's the bag of
Right?
candy corn, and it's still Halloween season. I think this was after Halloween actually, I think, but we still had candy corn left over.
Of course
So
you do.
I'm
Nobody
sitting
ever
there-
actually
Yeah,
eats
there's
the
always
candy
candy
corn.
corn.
Oh no, we
It's like
They get it.
like fruitcake.
Do you know
No,
candy
we-
corn is
we would
also
eat it.
used
We
It's
would
a
eat
very
it.
decorative candy.
Did
'cause
you know
No.
it's
nobody
also
actually
used
eats
as a
it, they just-
cement supplement? And continue.
we would eat it, and so there was we had a leftover bag because
Yeah,
that's
I
what it
get
was.
Everybody has a leftover bag of candy corn.
And I'm snacking on it. I'm gonna give him a minute. I'm gonna give him a minute.
There's always left. There's always more.
We're actually going to build a patio on my front out of candy corn.
You pull up and Dave's just out front, like placing one by one.
The most secure porch ever.
Yeah. No, she keeps buying candy corn. It's just going to be, that's going to make the patio out of.
You submit the architect plan to the inspector. He goes, I don't even need to see that. It'll be good.
What's that, candy corn?
That's going
Approved.
Oh, it's fine. It'll
That
be
is
fine.
going nowhere.
Yeah.
Sorry, Steve. Continue.
Yeah,
your
it's
story.
okay.
So your
It's all
family
right.
loves candy
Is
corn.
his story?
Got it. You have
so
leftovers.
one day his car got a flat tire and his dad candy corn that thing.
They got a tire size one. It was a little bumpy of a ride, but it never broke down. The original Flintstones car with
All right,
candy
all
corn
right.
wheels.
You know why they're shaped the way they're shaped? Because
Uh,
you could use them as
a
arrows.
weapon. They were originally the original arrowhead.
They would load up the Gatling guns with.
Oh my gosh.
So,
Candy corn.
so one day,
God's punishment. Anyway.
All right, bring it back, everybody. Okay, so I had the bag of candy corn, and it was about halfway still full, and I was snacking on it, and I was watching TV at the same time. And sometimes you just get like absent-mindedly, you're just snacking, and
You
you just
choked on one of these monster
No,
rock things.
no, no,
You
no,
ate
no.
way too many.
You cracked the
I
tooth.
finished the bag.
Bad idea.
Very bad idea,
Yeah.
especially because they're practically like pure sugar. Like
Whenever
there's
you eat
nothing.
more than one, it's a bad
There's
idea.
nothing else. But I finished the rest of the bag, which was about half of it.
Okay.
I was not doing well after that.
Yikes.
My stomach was all topsy turvy. I think I might have thrown up. I think,
So after the
but I basically got
colonoscopy, how
sick.
did
So
you
after
recover?
that, I lost my
Will to live.
Wow, so dark.
actually,
I was gonna
the
say, I just lost my taste for
Listen,
candy
when
corn.
you
that's
are
all.
Oh, you did
praying
lose it though. See,
to the porcelain
Yeah.
god.
Just-
You're,
so
I know.
my second Halloween question.
He had to revisit religion. Go ahead.
Second Halloween question.
Mhm.
Favorite costume you've had
Ooh,
to
from-
date
like from our childhood or like
From
at the dojo?
from all
All
of
the
our
costumes. Oh,
existence?
that's too many, man. I can't choose.
It's like 25 costumes.
Ew.
No, it's more because
the
I would have a
year
separate one for the dojo. Remember?
fall of 2019. I was the Joaquin Phoenix Joker, and it was
Oh,
the
that's
best
right. You
costume
saw
I
your
ever
pictures
did.
of that. Oh man,
I
it
was
really good.
Spot on, dude.
Yeah, but I liked your Jesus costume. I thought that was pretty spot
But that was
on,
like
too.
too easy.
Yeah,
It was like too. It was
yeah,
like cliche. You know what I mean?
I get
Joke
it.
at that time, at that time period, Joker had just come out.
Oh, I know mine.
So I looked
I
exactly
still haven't
like
seen
him.
that movie.
What?
Oh,
It's you can watch it once. It's a watch it once movie.
It is a movie.
I
And
can't
if
watch
you,
more
and
than once.
honestly, you need
Very heavy.
like in the best in the theaters.
Yeah, I
it's
saw
gonna
it
be
in the
not the
theaters,
same
too.
if you just watch it on TV, but in the
But it
theaters,
is
was- oh, so good.
definitely in
His
theories.
face
It's
was pretty good.
disturbing.
He's got a big
Yeah.
TV. He can put
If
surround
you could
sound on it.
simulate like a
Mhm.
theater, then
It was pretty disturbing.
but yeah, go ahead. Sorry.
So one year, this was it might have been either my first or second year at the dojo. This is back when we were still having Halloween parties at the old brick school, like inside.
Awesome.
Um,
Mummy man.
I did not have a costume for the Halloween party. And honestly, I don't think I had an actual costume for Halloween itself yet. So I'm just racking my brains. Like, we didn't have time to go out and buy one. It was the day of the party. And, like, we didn't have time for it. So I was thinking to myself, what am I going to be? Like, I need to have a costume for the karate Halloween party. And so then my mother suggests, hey, you could just, like, be like a candy thief. Like, we'll put you in, like we'll dress you up like a robber and just, like, smear chocolate all over your mouth and just, like, write candy thief on the front of the shirt so that people understand, like, what you are. And we could have, like, empty candy wrappers,
Like on the
on
outfit?
you, stuck to you, and
Oh, that's creative.
so that was probably my best, because we made that together, and that's tied with another costume. I would say that my other favorite costume would be my King Boo costume
Yes.
that I did the one year at the dojo.
That was a good costume, too.
That was it was easy to make, and it was easily recognizable.
Yeah.
So
Nice.
I enjoyed the King Boo. So yeah,
They didn't just call you
top
like
two for me.
Bubblicious gum or anything, like people that didn't know what. King
No,
Boo
because they
was.
recognized, because I had the King Boo face
No.
on
we
the
had a bit-
T-shirt.
Yeah.
They had the
Mm.
face on the T-shirt.
The
So
kids
once they
know
saw
Mario.
the face, boom,
That's
they saw it right away.
What
I
about
like
you there, Aaron Nick?
I don't know if I have like some amazing one that stood out. I enjoyed like a very simple like pirate's costume because the kids recognize it right away and they get like into character with you. So I think that's always fun. Any kind of costume that gets the kids into the like fun with you guys, like so then they get it was enjoyable, and it was also at the parties we used to have at the old dojo. That was a lot of fun as well. So I'm not a big. Like, we're not a huge Halloween family, as I know you know already. So I think that my best Halloween costume is still ahead of me. I still think I have an opportunity.
Kelsey's
for a
not
good
a
one.
huge Halloween person. She won't wear a costume.
I thought you were a great Nick Fury, by the way.
Oh, thank you. Yeah,
Yeah.
I appreciate that. That was fun. The Nick Fury was fun. When we dressed up as Miss USA or whatever
The
it was.
themes-
Miss
the themes are
America
great.
was fun.
pageant.
When we do themes, that's good.
That was fun only because my neighbor had to put makeup on and I still had my goatee. I refused to, just like you still have your action
Yes,
going
sir.
on there. I said I'm not shaving the goatee. And my arms look really good in that dress. Like, I was in good shape back then, so I kept on making sure like my arms look good. I was like, yeah, nice dress.
The
But
themes are always good when we have like
Yeah.
a joint thing. I
I
think
think it is good. I like the
my
themes.
I don't even know if I have a favorite. My favorite. I mean, I liked Wendy from Wendy's when we did fast food. That was a pretty spot on costume. I look like Wendy from Wendy's. What else did I like? I like.
He's getting a lot of use out of the red wig.
I use different red
Wendy's.
wig. I have different red wig.
You have multiple red
Yeah.
Yo,
wigs.
shout out Wendy's. Hold on
I
a
say-
second.
Yeah,
hang on, wait a
Square
minute.
shout out
Burgers,
Wendy's.
Square
I
Burgers.
love Wendy's.
I save.
You're a regular eater
I
at
save
Wendy's,
all
right?
my Halloween costumes, so I have them all except for like like I said,
don't
I'm not gonna
save
keep this
mine.
one.
But to go back to, you go to Wendy's like once a month? Less than that? Right? You go to Wendy's once a month?
Wendy's,
So,
maybe once a
I
month.
I don't
treat
go to
Wendy's
Wendy's
like,
enough.
What's
I
the
hear it's really
movie?
good.
It's a good story.
Harold and Kumar go to
Yeah.
White Castle.
Yes.
It's
Yeah.
like that once in a while treat
Oh yeah.
that like you just know when it's time. You know what I mean?
Mm.
That's
Okay.
You
shout out
can't
my cut.
choose.
You know what I'm talking about.
See,
You
For
can't
me-
choose
but-
to go to Wendy's.
For Nicole,
It-
Choose. It,
it
has to
beckons
be
you.
the time.
for Nicole, it's Five Guys. And for me, I'm not a huge for me, it's Checkers.
So
I like Checkers.
I was actually traumatized by Checkers once.
Oh, what happened?
Tell the story,
so
please.
the food's fine.
That's it. The wig's coming off.
Ooh, that's
Oh,
lock 'em
you
in.
just traumatized all the kids. You can't do something like that. You can't just
Bolt!
throw it up.
Bolt!
No.
The wig's off.
Oh, someone just
Wings
swerved
off.
off the road right now,
That's a-
listening to this. Like,
that's
what
a
just happened to the radio show?
That's a
We just
SpongeBob
lost
joke.
connection.
It's a SpongeBob joke.
what was this? Oh yeah, so Checkers. So Robert Nicky knows this story because he was with me.
And I'm sure he's
so was
watching this
Jake Goldman.
episode. Rob.
You were traumatized by a Checkers.
Yeah, so the Checkers on.
Oh, I know the
on
one.
37. Sorry, I could use it to point, but
Okay.
Not when you're talking, though.
not when I'm talking. No.
Unless you're doing this, like, hello.
I familiar with Checkers.
So we used to, we were out one night and I don't know. It was a thunderstorm. Like, it was dark out, and we went over to Checkers. We had nothing to do. We're just driving around, listening to music, doing whatever. And we went to Checkers. Just got like some French fries and some chicken, whatever. We're like hanging out, but it was a thunderstorm, so like we're sitting just in the rain, and a bolt of lightning hit. Like we were backed into a parking spot, and it just right behind us, like hit a bush or a tree, like not even 20 feet
So you
from
had
behind
a
Rob's truck.
godlike experience.
And I've never been more scared in my
Oh,
life.
it's terrible.
All of us freaked out. We drove away, and I don't think we went back
You
after
drove
that.
away. That was
Oh,
saying
yeah.
you are in the right spot, sir.
If I was in the right spot 20 feet over, I would have been dead.
You would have been no, you would have been raided.
You would've
Raiden?
been I don't think that's how it works.
It is
No, I would have
exactly
been
how it works.
like, at least I was raiding, guys.
Well, it's not like the Flash got his powers, but he got hit and like
yeah, lightning.
crashed
yeah.
the chemicals. Like if you got hit and crashed into Arby's, you get like Arby powers. Like what would you?
Nice to use.
I could shoot
Wait,
chicken
RB
wings.
power, like Checkers power.
We
Check-
have
check-
Here's some mediocre
Here's
burgers
some,
for
tater
$5.99.
tots. There you go. Not Checkers.
I like it.
I'm interested that you chose Checkers because back in the day, that was the only White Castle you could go to. There was a White Castle and Checkers right there.
Yeah,
Yes, yes, yes.
yeah.
Well, in Howell, it's still the White Castle is pretty much across. The
Yeah,
street
but nobody
from
from Brickatown's ever will go to that house.
Did
White
you ever
Castle.
I want you there.
meet the What You Cravin' guy in White Castle?
I have. many
Really?
times.
I've never met another person that have.
I have.
Holy
I've actually
What
talked
is
about
this?
the
Explain to the
What's your
audience.
White Castle would like to ask,
What You Cravin'?
what you craving?
But there's a guy in the store that asks you.
He was this old dude.
He was like this old
with
dude.
This
I wonder if he's still
baseball
there.
cap.
High energy, best energy. you
And he
could
works
possibly
for the
want.
place.
He
was
I'm
one of the guys bringing you
convinced-
up.
I'm convinced he just like wasn't a human, and he was like an entity.
He had just crazy
Like-
energy.
I
Like
love
that
it.
man loved his job.
100%. We went in there at 2:00 in the morning one time.
What you
And-
crave?
Nobody was in this White Castle. It was a group of us, and he asked every single one of us. Everyone went up to the counter. What you craving, man? Let me get this. And I remember he like looked into my soul, and because everybody had ordered a shake, and I'm like, why the hell are you ordering a shake
Yeah, we're at White
Yeah.
Castle. Come on.
at like? Just get like a burger and fries. I don't know. So
We
I
can-
get, I
it
get
was
up to the
same
thing.
result,
I
that's
get
why.
up to the thing, and he's like, "What you craving?" But does the whole thing, and I'm like, "Yeah, that'll be it, man." And he's like doing his thing on the cash register, and he like pauses, and he just slowly looks up, and he goes, "No shake," and I was like, "No, I don't want a shake." He's like, "No shake," I'm like, I don't really want a shake. No, thank you. And he kept pressing it. I was like, all right, I'll get a shake. Fine. So like he was getting everybody
Tell me
to
like
get
the
a
best shake you've ever had.
And it was mid, but I mean, it was
That guy's
all right.
energy though is
But you've
off
been
the
sold.
charts. I
yeah.
actually talked about him to Master Paul one time, because like I must have gotten it before I came to work. Like one of the rare occasions I was down that way, so I
Mhm.
stopped before there was one in Brick, and I was like, man, I just met this guy with like the most energy I've ever seen for like a
A
fast
White
food
Castle,
job.
yeah.
And, like he was like so happy and just like, what you craving?
God
"Okay,
bless, man. I
What I'm
love it.
craving?
I love it.
Chicken rings. Give me some chicken rings.
Like he brings the energy up. I like that. He like brings the. You like those
chicken
people
breasts.
where like their energy is so high, you have to at least bring your energy
Yep.
halfway up higher than where you were,
Yep.
just to kind of catch up.
That's
It's
my whole
contagious.
teaching martial arts strategy.
Oh, is that why you're so?
That's what I
high-pitched?
do in the
Now, did
class.
you-
I thought it was because you were still experiencing.
Anybody ever have a
puberty, but it's
standard
okay.
Halloween costume that you always wore?
Actually, Steve's got great energy.
I had a
Standard
banana
Halloween
suit that
he
I
had the
wore a
banana
lot.
Wizard.
suit, Yeah.
Wizard.
I was a
have.
hobo like 12 years in a row when I was a kid.
Were you?
Now I've got once I had kids and I stopped buying, like this is the first costume I've bought in a long time. I always had it was a Jedi robe but with like a long white beard. Then I would switch between a Jedi, a Sith, a wizard, a magician, and something different. All the same stuff that we
Sorcerer.
I had a T-shirt.
Sorcerer.
sorcerer,
I had a T-shirt
magi.
I wore in college, like any Halloween college party. It was a T-shirt that said, "I'm like a superhero with no powers or motivation," and,
I like
then
that.
I would clip a towel as a cape, and that would be my costume.
Done.
And then one year, the best college party costume I ever had was a toilet bowl. I had
Okay.
like a big toilet
Did
costume.
everybody try to use it?
Yeah.
That's gross.
No, it's a cool costume. I actually have pictures of it. Pretty neat.
Or after use.
Both.
Do you have a
Nice.
costume you saw when you were out somewhere that like really blew your mind that you ever stuck with you?
Oh man,
Blew my mind.
there's always somebody with
I
like
know.
a good
It's
costume.
so
You're
tough
like,
now.
what?
Coming into the era over the last 15 years of like cosplay,
Oh
there are
yeah,
so many
jeez.
intense costumes out there.
Yeah, there is.
But in person, like I've seen one. Yeah, in New York, I've seen a couple.
My
like,
favorites in-
really intense ones. Like they had guys come in. Like you have the standard like Marvel characters in the middle of the street that are not really looking like characters, but they had a show going on, like an actual company was running a show, and they had a guy that came out with a straight, legit like Iron Man. It was.
Oh yeah, that's cool.
It was movie ready Iron Man. You know?
That's pretty cool.
Yeah, it was.
wild.
It was like I've seen like the 3D printed ones where like the helmet can actually like move and
this
stuff.
was
Oh
it.
my
It
god!
was
man.
next level.
It's
I like when
insane.
people are
Yeah.
creative or different. Like tonight, we had a kid come as Captain Underpants.
We
Love
did.
That
we
was
And
so
I
did.
thought
funny.
that was a pretty
Oh, it was
clever.
awesome.
That was
song.
really really
My
funny.
kids love that series. That's funny. I like that.
He put a little belly on.
I
He had the
love
bald
it.
cap. It was good.
I love
It
it.
was solid.
That is really cool, actually. How about you, Mike? Costume that blew you away. You're like, man, I can't believe I just saw that.
Croc costume.
Yeah, oversized croc, baby Stitch.
I don't even know if I could talk about this one.
Gotta be
But
clean. Can you clean it up?
I can clean it. I could
Good.
do it without
Sounds good.
saying a curse word. But
Okay. So,
Statue of Liberty.
it was a
And she
guy
tall.
that was a toilet. He had like a fake toilet bowl.
It was
around his-
Dave.
it was Dave.
But he was all brown and he had a halo, so he was holy poop.
Oh,
I get
holy-
it.
Good
Yeah,
job.
yeah,
But, like,
get it.
good save.
Clever.
there.
Clever.
Yeah, and he was walking around. It was so funny. Like just
That's
That gives
clever.
me an idea. You can wear the poop outfit with horns and your bull poop.
yeah, yeah.
Future
Yeah.
costume, Mike. Wear it.
Comment down
welcome.
below your favorite Halloween costume.
Oh wait, Steve, what's yours? That you've run into, that you've seen,
I
that you've seen.
I
You don't look okay.
I
sounds
mean,
good.
there was
Dave,
once this guy in my neighborhood that had
this
like
guy?
a.
This is
this
sort
guy?
of a bad joke. Go.
Oh, yeah, it's not a joke, but
What's this guy?
there was
Yeah.
once this guy
Big guy.
in my
Two guys walking
neighborhood
to a
who
bar.
he would always stand out in the middle of the street with a bowl of candy, dressed up in like a full-on Darth Vader costume,
Okay.
and he was really tall too. And this was like an official like the helmet.
Like a real one.
It was a real one. It
Yeah,
wasn't like one of
yeah.
the little ones with the plastic mask. Like
Nice.
this was a
Right.
real Darth Vader costume. Made the breathing noise and everything. And he was a pretty big guy too. So
He
literally
looked the part.
he looked like Darth Vader, and he would just stand there in the middle of the street with a bowl of candy.
You know what? That's
stood there.
That's crazy. We did have a guy
For years.
recently in the neighborhood when we moved in that he would dress up as some kind of like a horror character. So he was like a Jason or Mike Myers, and he would stand and as you would come to get the candy, he would then follow you about half a block away. It was very creepy. And he was a big dude. And you're like, okay, is this like, do I need to keep an eye
Is this
on
a
you?
joke?
And then
Like-
you'd stop at the end of his yard or really at the end of his neighbor's yard and then just walk backwards. But he did this like 30 times. So now we're like
Wow.
friendly.
Commitment.
Like now we knew the guy, so we're like friendly.
My
with him,
mother-in-law
so-
cuts a hole in the bowl,
Oh, I like this.
and she has like a. Because ironically, my mother-in-law's favorite holiday, and Kelsey could care less. So we like doing the pumpkin. So we'll carve our pumpkin.
That's cool.
I'll post a picture of whatever we end up carving. But so the tradition is she puts on this like glove and cuts her hand. So there's a hole in the bowl. She puts her hand through it, so it just looks like a fake hand in the bowl of candy. So when the kids come to get the candy, she'll go like start
Grabbing
the
it.
hand and grabbing a little bit, and all the kids freak out. But then they end up coming to her house like 3 or 4 times.
No one
I don't-
finger locked her yet, huh? All right.
That's funny.
No, nobody's
No
nobody's
finger
like,
locks.
I saw this one video. What is it Resident Evil Pyramid Head or is that Silent Hill?
I don't know.
Silent
I
Hill?
think.
Yeah.
There was this guy that had a really like spot on Pyramid Head costume, like freakishly spot on, and
That's
he
creepy
would
'cause
walk.
that's
It would
a
be
huge character.
Yeah, he was enormous. I think he would have to like stand on stilts or something too. But there was this video a long time ago where he would walk around. I don't know what city it was, but it would be like at night in this town or this city where like nobody was on the streets and it was just street lights, and he would just walk down the middle of the street.
Oh my
And it was
God.
so eerie because there was
Slender Man
nobody around.
action.
Kind of, yeah, but way cooler. But
Yeah, I do miss the Halloween costume contests of the kids because they would come in like super creative.
I mean, we still give out.
I mean, we
still
still
give out
do.
awards.
At trunk or
We
treat.
give out
Oh, we do
awards
that.
for it.
Okay.
Yeah, we don't have them do like a full on like parade
No,
around or
parade,
anything.
yeah.
No.
Okay.
I mean,
Do
we
you,
could.
Do your kids go trick or treating? Because I know they don't really like Halloween.
Yeah, they do, right? But they can somewhat control like the houses they want to go to and the houses they don't. Like if the house is pretty intense because you've got like a dedicated Halloween person,
Right.
Yeah.
they do. But what's pretty cool now, and again, I guess this is more an adult experience. But some of the houses they'll give out right the full candy bar, but
Oh,
then
yeah.
they've got mini alcohol bottles for the adults.
Yeah, I've seen that a couple
That's
times.
That's happening a lot more now
And
than
I-
I've
yeah.
ever
Did you-
seen. It's a mad respect for anyone that's doing that.
Did
out
you
there.
see down this way in my neighborhood? You see the guy with the big pirate display?
I know. 'cause I come from the
Yeah,
other way.
all the
Uh,
skeletons and stuff.
Yeah.
Pay attention. So
Oh,
it'll be
as
you're
you're
going this
leaving,
way,
yeah.
I
Look
leave
to
the
your
other way,
right.
so-
Oh,
Hopefully
that's
it's still
why. Yeah, it's down
hopefully
that
it's still
way.
lit up. But he's got one of those giant skeletons, but dressed up like a pirate, and he's got
Oh.
people like moving
A
a
bunch
treasure
of other
chest, and,
little skeletons that are like doing other things, like
like
treasure
carrying a
chest,
treasure chest.
carrying
It's
a
all pirate themed.
sword.
it's very
That's
very
really
cool.
cool. It's like a
I
little
like that.
pirate crew with skeletons.
Yeah, that's
he did
really
it last
neat.
year
like
too.
that.
It's neat. He does a good job at that.
Did you want to try the?
I didn't
game we
prepare,
have
I
planned?
didn't prepare anything.
Be good. It's up to you.
A game?
He wanted to
Kind
take.
of.
He do a
We
blank.
can
taste
even
test
just
of
have our
candy.
guests do the game and see if we can get it.
Oh, sure. I mean,
We
I'll
can
see
have
if
our
we can
guests.
have
Yeah,
some
yeah,
fun.
we're gonna
Our
just do
two
like
young guys. We can have our guests go against Steve.
We have to prepare it though. We
Let's
haven't
do it.
prepared
Well,
it.
while we're preparing it,
Yes.
do you want to tell them about your Avatar game?
I was just gonna ask
Oh
that.
yeah,
What's up
that's
with
All
that?
right,
true.
you
We-
talk.
yeah,
We're gonna
yeah,
prepare
okay.
stuff.
Okay, so oh
choose
shoot, where to start? So we were talking about Avatar: The Last Airbender before, and before we get too much into the game, I think you would have already heard of this. You would have already heard of this. Yeah, I'm pretty sure you already heard of this. Avatar Legends.
Yeah, it's a D&D game.
The
Yes,
role playing game for it.
yes.
So I have it. I got it. I backed the Kickstarter, and they sent me all like the physical copies of it, like the big the rule book, all like with all
Yes.
the artwork and stuff like that. It is beautiful.
Really?
Like, well, you know how artistic and like just how gorgeous the
Yeah,
Avatar world
for
is.
sure.
They did a fantastic job with the money that they were given through this Kickstarter. So I got all the stuff. I got the custom dice with it. I got like these custom notebooks. There's like a map of the world. So you can like, go through like what
That's
nation
really
you're
cool.
in and stuff like that. It's the same map that you see in the beginning of every single episode.
Yeah,
It's
for
just
sure.
that on a piece of cloth. But it's just really freaking cool.
Wow.
It's really freaking cool. I know that, since we're into that sort of thing, I figured at some point we could all sit down and play that. Anyone that's like into Avatar Last Airbender,
Yeah,
we could
man.
run it through a game of that. But yeah, so talk about Dungeons and Dragons a little bit. We had Len on last podcast episode. She's really big into Dungeons and Dragons. So we were talking to her about that. But how'd you get into Dungeons and Dragons? Tell that story to the people.
Oh man. Okay. Many years ago, I believe it was in 2017. It was the summer of 2017, if I'm not mistaken. My friends could fact check me on that. But we were all hanging out one night. It was me,
Mhm.
my friend Mike, and my friend Jake. And I'm pretty sure it was just the three of us. I don't know if anybody else was there. But it was three friends. And we were just chilling out one night and being goofy and I forget who said it, but somebody kind of like chuckled and was like, "What if we played Dungeons and Dragons?" And we were like, "Wait a minute, that could be
That
fun."
could be a fun idea.
So, our friend Mike DM'd our first ever Dungeons and Dragons campaign.
Right, your cousin Mike.
My cousin Mike, yes.
Right, a lot of Mikes.
Yeah. We and I still think it was one of the best ones we ever did. Actually, it was the first one we ever did, and from that point on, it kind of grew. We had so much fun with it. We never really stuck to the rules. Like so we did the first one,
Mm-hmm. Mhm.
And we were just like, screw it. We're just gonna do like we're just gonna have fun with it. We're not gonna sit. And then shortly after that, we tried to follow like the exact rule book and whatnot with the character sheets, and we were like, this is too much.
Does my mic
just-
still work?
Yes.
So we were like, that's too much. Let's just do it the way we originally did. Let's just have fun with it. We'll create our own game, which is what you should do anyway. Just have fun with it.
Exactly. You don't
And
have to
then
always
from that
follow the
point
rules.
on, it kind of grew. And then at one point,
Mic check.
shortly after that, maybe I don't know if it was in like within that year or so, Stranger Things became huge.
Oh, and now it became cool.
And
to
then it
play.
became cool. So
Well-
we had been playing it, and then
Before it was cool.
and
that's-
Stranger Things became a thing, and
but-
then now all of our friends wanted to
But
play
that's
it.
funny how like so when I was a kid, and Nick and I have talked about this before, anime was not cool.
Right.
If you watched anime, which we did, now it's like so culturally accepted
Super
and popular and mainstream. And it's like, come on. Like,
and even D&D, right? So I told this story
what we were
on,
talking-
on
that's what they were
past
just talking
ones.
about.
Yeah. So I've told this story, so I'll give you the super summary version. A friend of mine who now we're good friends now, but we had just become like acquaintances through Boy Scouts for the kids. When he first asked me to play D&D with him, it was like trying to ask a girl out on a date in grammar school. It was like, hey, guy. What's up? It was so. I'm like, dude, just spit it out. What do you need?
maybe if
Yeah,
you
exactly.
want.
Yeah, but if you don't want to, it's okay. It
Oh,
was the
that's funny.
funniest
So what are
thing
the
ever.
chances?
Okay.
Yeah.
All right, so here we go. We got a game.
What we got? What we
All
got?
right, so
All right.
game time.
So we're gonna put two of the same piece of candy on this plate.
Okay.
You guys gotta close your eyes,
Okay. Okay.
and you're going to eat it.
You're gonna yes.
And then
Do
you gotta
not
guess.
open your. I'm gonna show.
gotta
the
keep
ca-
'em closed.
Listen, I'm gonna show the
Okay.
candy type to the camera.
Oh,
So
okay.
You have to
Got it.
close your eyes.
Got it.
Okay.
Just tell us when.
So what we'll do, we'll start here, Dave.
All right.
So close your eyes.
Okay.
Close
guys.
your eyes
Open
now.
up first.
Eyes are closed.
Here,
No
ready?
cheating.
No
I'll do
cheating.
this.
Steve,
Okay,
take your
all right.
glasses off. No, I'm just kidding. I'm
I
kidding, I'm
could
kidding, I'm
technically do
kidding.
that, and I wouldn't.
We're
be
gonna
able to see.
keep it easy for our guest first.
Okay.
Okay, keep your eyes closed.
Eyes
Keep your eyes
closed.
Still closed. Still
So
closed.
reach, close your eye, but reach one hand onto this plate, Mike, if you can.
Okay.
Put it up to you, just
there
grab one.
go.
That-
Keep your
Grab,
hands
yep,
where we can
grab
see
one.
'em. There you
There you
go.
go.
All right.
Now, don't say what it is yet. Mike gets to guess first.
Are we eating it?
No, you gotta eat
Yes.
it because you eat it at the same time, and then
No, they
right.
can eat it at the same
Are
time.
we eating
eat, eat it.
Yeah, eat it. But I figure like they'll take turns guessing first. You know what I mean? Or we'll just say it on three. Okay, ready? So give
Yeah,
yourself
just
a
say it
second.
together. Ready?
Yeah.
In 1, 2,
No.
3, go.
Kit Kat.
No, no, that is
Nestle
incorrect.
Crunch. It's a Nestle
It's a
Crunch.
Nestle
There we
Crunch.
go.
Oh, he got
Wow.
it.
I was
Mike.
between those two, so
Oh, was it
Wow.
different?
No,
There
that
you go.
got
It's your
me.
favorite one, Mike.
it
Come
was. You're
on.
right.
Wow.
I should have known. I should
All
have
right,
known.
close your
Okay,
eyes.
keep 'em
All right.
closed.
All
Keep 'em
right,
closed.
that was
Eyes
out.
closed. Eyes closed.
These are all the. I sent my wife out for candy for trick or treating, and she came back with all chalk. I'm like, you don't know me at all.
Okay, you're good. Yeah, yeah.
Well, because the majority of it's for you after nobody comes to your house. I
Okay,
remember.
ready, Mike? Reach out.
Yep.
This is a tough one.
Okay.
Here you go.
I went from easy to hard, and you got the first one wrong already. So
Oh no.
Good start.
This is a tough one.
Just by
All
how
right,
it
ready,
feels, I
go.
can't tell how what.
Yep, relax. Pressure's on.
Oh,
Can't spit it
oh
out
no.
For those of you not
Oh, no.
watching right now, it looks like Steve's like, "Can I put it back in the plate?" So we just found his least favorite. We just found it. He said he didn't have one.
All
We
right,
found it.
ready? In 3, 2, 1.
Almond Joy.
No idea.
Yeah,
Yes,
almond
on
joy.
the first guess.
Mike got it. There you
Almond
go.
Joy.
Remind me to
Wow.
There you go.
You don't
All
like
keep
coconut?
keep the eyes closed.
Apparently not.
We'll do a palate cleanser here. Maybe,
All right.
maybe not.
Lovely.
Here we go,
Thank
here we
you.
go, here we
Please.
go.
Eyes
Ready?
closed. Eyes closed.
All right, we got it.
I think you got this one. Steve.
All right,
I think you got this
there you
one.
go.
Got this one. I am
And-
confident in you, Steve. This is for you.
Eat.
Oh.
That's really- that's really-
Go count them down, Dave.
Ready? 3, 2, 1.
Reese's.
Yeah. There it
That's
is.
an easy one.
Palate cleanser. Palate
Okay.
cleanser.
I appreciate that after
Another
the almond
okay,
joy.
another tricky one.
Hold on.
This is another tricky one. All right, ready?
And maybe you can pop the words on when you're doing the video, Steve, if you want. I'm
Edit the
showing
words
them,
up.
but maybe it's
All right,
better.
Sure, sure.
in 3, 2, 1. Eat
Hold
it.
on. Oh, eat it first. Eat it first.
Yeah, eat it first,
Relax.
alright.
Relax. Oh wow, we are
Yeah,
we are
this is-
pushing Steve's
Yeah.
limits.
Steve's faces are good.
To be so gummy.
All right, ready? 3, 2, 1, go.
You know what? I don't know. Isn't it like the tan box?
Yeah.
Is
You're
it
I can picture
Say
it.
brown?
I don't know what.
No,
but
you're
on
on
I know
the
you
right
know
track.
what it is. I feel like you know what it is.
No, I know exactly what I could describe the box. It's like
Yeah,
a yellow
What-
box.
how
You
about-
are-
no,
you
ready?
are
Let
right.
me help you out. Ready? It's a healthy drink in the morning is your hint
Huh?
for kids in your cereal.
Milk dud.
Milk Dud.
Yes.
Milk Dud is
Yeah.
correct. Man, Mike's good at this.
Yes.
Steve makes the best faces. Though,
I'm
when
a
he
former
eats.
fat
Oh,
kid,
man.
so I'm
Oh,
good
wait.
at eating.
Okay, close those eyes.
No, you can laugh.
So hold on.
It's
Okay,
fine.
okay. This will be your last round. Who's
I'm not even done with this one.
We don't know.
That's pretty
you
true.
wanna
Yeah,
see
I'm
whoever
not done
gets
with it.
whatever?
Whoever gets whatever. These are not the same.
They're not the
Shut up,
same.
you.
Oh.
No. That's it's got to be fair.
I'm still
Alright.
chewing this last
I
one.
know, right? But the
you
milk
can wait
bud's
to
still
eat.
there.
You can wait to eat.
Uh-huh.
You can wait to eat.
All right, I'm ready.
All right.
You can wait to eat.
I'm ready.
All right. Mike's
Mike,
still
you ready?
chewing.
Okay.
I just pushed it to the side of my teeth.
It's like that milk dud's here to stay.
Ready?
I'm not leaving.
Go.
I see.
All right. They both know theirs.
Okay,
All right.
so Mike, go first,
Pick that.
and Steve.
Regular Hershey bar.
dead on.
Nice.
Hey, right,
These are
you-
for us.
Oh, okay.
They're done.
We're
You
good?
may-
That
I
it?
don't care.
I think that
You
was
may
it.
open your eyes.
That milk dud
I may
is
put.
stuck.
Yeah, that
Steve?
was no good.
Cheers.
Cheers.
All right. And by the
Oh.
way, hey guys, there's 2 more milk duds. You want
yeah, no.
So almond joy, least favorite.
That did not. Yeah, no. I
Your
didn't like the
face
taste
is
of that coconut.
priceless.
Mm-mm.
Oh, you have to zoom in on your
Mm,
faces
mm.
for these.
No,
They
I
were
did not
great.
like that at
Oh
all.
my goodness.
That was.
That was fun.
Yeah.
I had a good time with that. Yeah.
And I think this is like we can do a broader game with guests maybe for our end of year. Something
We'll figure something
some
out.
kind of like food related content.
We'll figure
maybe
something out.
Different types of food they can try, whatever. We can think about it.
Well,
But I like that.
anything with
Cool.
food.
We could
This
also
guy's
like
in,
present
Mike's
a
in.
bunch of gibbets and like close your eyes and feel the gibbet and say what it is.
Yes.
We could try that. You could try that. I would say
I have a set list of gibbets.
do
It'd have
your
to be-
own candy tasting contest at home and send us some
Yeah,
pictures of some of the
yeah.
funniest faces they make when they try out their candy.
Worst ever thing we ever did was somebody got us. Remember
Still in
somebody
there.
got us
Yeah.
somebody got
What's
to
that?
school what's the jelly beans? The
Jelly bellies?
Oh,
No,
the
no,
every
no.
flavored beans, right?
No,
Not from
the-
Harry Potter.
uh,
No.
they're like that, yeah.
But
It
they're
was-
not
Every
Is it
flavored
the
beans.
like the weird flavored jelly beans that are like
yeah, well, it gives you the
toothpaste and
yes.
with the
similar
spinny
to
thing?
Bean
what you're
boozle.
saying.
Bean boozle.
Bean boozle.
The
So they
names
give you a
that
little
they can use
spinner.
without getting
Oh
copyrighted.
yeah, somebody got us that.
Sucks.
Oh yeah. Somebody got us that, and it was awful.
No bueno.
But they wanted us. They were like, because it was a
Gosh,
gift to the
ear
school. They're
rocks.
like, could you guys record it when you eat it? And like, oh, we have to do this.
And did we?
I
We did.
always get like corn flavored,
I wasn't involved.
which
in
is
that, was I?
horrible
Might have
as
been
a
before,
jelly bean.
yeah.
I have a brilliant idea.
Oh
Let's
no.
do this. Okay.
Oh no. Can I just say something first before he says it real quick?
Whenever he says he has a brilliant idea, it's bad.
No, not that.
No.
Actually, sometimes it's good. But I
Never.
will say
Not
that
one time.
any time that we're at like the 10th place and something just isn't going the way that it's supposed to, anytime that we're at A1 doing a job and something's just not working, this guy literally goes like this every time. Wait, hear me out. That's always
And
the
you
sentence.
know things are bad when you
Hear me out is always
Got
the
it.
sentence. Continue.
Start
For
with
the
that.
record, it normally works.
And start with
Alright,
that.
alright.
Normally, yes.
I've gotten us out of a lot of.
I would
It's
ask you to
very
start.
true.
All right, hear me
start
out.
with that phrase.
Okay, so
Please
hear
do.
me out on this.
There you go.
Alright.
So that's how I
We get what are 4 of us here? We get one other person.
Okay.
Okay,
easy.
for an episode,
Kelsey.
Yeah,
No, I'm kidding.
Not
and
that easy.
we
She
do
won't do that.
a silent library type
Do you guys know what that
of
is?
episode.
No.
Do you
Is
guys know what
the
that is?
headphones?
No.
You don't know what silent library is?
Tell him.
I'm about to find
You
out.
never
I love it.
watched silent library on TV?
No.
Oh my God, it's so funny.
Okay,
It must
later
be your
on,
generation.
look it
then.
up. No, it was
There's
actually.
Oh, you know what it is?
There's one with
No.
WWE superstars, Nick.
It is
definitely- oh,
the
okay.
funniest thing
So,
you will ever see in your life.
Explain the story. The
What is a
premise
silent
to the
library?
audience.
Silent Library is a game show.
Okay.
It's a game show where the contestants get put in a actual library,
Okay.
quote unquote.
Which we don't have to do that part.
But yeah, the idea is to perform certain acts but you can't make any noise.
So here's the one challenge. We're an audio show.
We don't
No,
need to
no,
boot
no, it
us a
could be a YouTube
podcast.
video.
We could just make a regular YouTube video out of this. Anyways, continue to explain.
So
Yeah, we do YouTube
essentially,
videos.
you
It could be-
sit-
Okay, it could be a
so
special. It could be a
you-
special.
the way the
But
game
we do YouTube
works,
shows, though. I
No,
mean, we do
no, it's true,
YouTube
it's true. No, no,
videos.
one person is it, right?
Okay.
So you pass out cards. You all take a card.
Love
and you
it.
flip the card. One card is like a skull and crossbones. That makes the person it. You get a random thing to do, and it's like funny stuff. Like one of my favorite ones is the cupcake slingshot. And you have to, the announcer or whatever like deems it if you don't make any noise, you win money, right?
Okay.
Like that's the game show. Like you're supposed to win as much money as possible. And it's just weird stuff. It's so funny. But there's this one where,
Sounds like an Impractical Joker style.
yes, it's
A
like
little bit.
slapstick.
It's like Practical
slapstick
Jokers
comedy.
meets charades.
Very
Yes,
similar, very
basically.
similar, very
so
similar.
the one, they take the guy and they put pool goggles on him, and they take like I guess the best way I could describe it is like a water balloon slingshot, like one of those.
Right,
like,
right,
right. Yeah.
Two people
Hold it.
hold the ends, and then one person holds the middle, and they put cupcakes in them, and then just slowly like right in
Yep.
his face. But you
Oh.
can't laugh. You can't make any
You
noise.
cannot make
can't
a
make any
sound.
So that's the kicker. It's like
You can't.
you
call
know
it-
So he was
when
it.
you
He was it.
he was it. So he was the victim of
Can't
the prank.
laugh.
So like
There could be one of the more
That could be
extreme
tricky.
examples is that
Yes.
some people have had like something creepy like a spider crawling on you or like a snake
Oh, I'm out. I'm
crawling
like,
on
yeah,
you.
no, there's-
no, we don't have to. Like it would be funny. Like
It'd be-
that's the
yes,
idea.
more
It's like
funny
when,
stuff like
did you
that.
ever?
Yeah, you can't
I'm
make
sure you've been
noise.
in a situation where like something's really funny and you want to laugh,
And
and when you
I just
can't
laugh.
laugh, it is so much funnier.
No, I've been in
I
situations
laugh
where
every
you,
time.
where you can't
you
laugh.
can't
I
laugh,
have-
I
but
have.
Of course.
that laugh that's like boiling is like so like you really want to let it out.
Of course.
Like it's that type of
Like when
humor.
you're
That's
teaching the
cool.
kid says
But
something and
if
you're
you
like,
go home,
Oh yeah.
Just-
all the time.
just YouTube silent library
When a kid-
highlights
when a
or
kid
something.
comes out and says an adult word and you want to not laugh, you're
Yes, exactly.
Just-
Where it's just that
absolutely.
crazy humor is so funny. People listening,
library.
it's
Yep.
a very common thing.
Yep.
So
It's
I
very
expect
popular.
You guys to start putting some ideas on
Oh,
what
yeah.
the individual
Oh, yeah.
tasks would be.
We can
Yes.
totally do that.
After classes, when you guys work together, I like that. It's a
Yeah.
great idea, Mike.
We could totally
Like
do
it.
that. That's a great
I
idea.
think it's hilarious.
Because originally I'm thinking our total audience, but for like a special for just the YouTube, that'd be great.
Oh yeah, well YouTube. I mean, we do. It's
It'll
one
just
of
be
our
a
fun
YouTube channel.
challenges.
It'd be
Yeah,
like
yeah,
our
one of
Ninja,
our
like our
pillars.
Ninja Turtles video that we have.
Yeah.
Yep.
That's it.
All right,
Oh,
that's cool. I
Right
like
then.
It's a great idea. I'll have to put that on the list.
I do like that. So you told them about your Avatar game.
I
which is great.
did. I did.
Mhm.
I did. We
Yeah.
did a little
Well-
discussion while you guys were preparing the
They
game
want to try
about
that
it.
out.
Oh,
Man,
right.
We're gonna have to play it
you
all
got to
together.
show them though. It's
I
it's
do. I
intense.
do. The artwork is
It did look intense.
beautiful.
He
Wow.
brought it to like a tea
A
time
tea
we had in the
time, yeah,
morning.
the
Yeah, the
little-
work
little
they
morning
did,
meetings.
Mike, is awesome. Like it's really well.
Well, I'm familiar with the game actually. Like I don't know. I'm sure you probably got something cool for backing the Kickstarter.
Everything I was
But-
telling you about.
yeah. So like
Oh
you know,
my
all
God,
the
man.
extra
I mean,
stuff.
table
beautiful.
maps
But
and
yeah, like the,
different
I'm
settings
well, it's funny
and
because
Custom dice.
back
yep, custom dice.
a while ago I
Cards
did
are hard stock. Like oh
yeah,
my god.
yeah.
You know, real hard. Man.
We did a D&D campaign, but it was Last Airbender themed.
Huh?
This was before Avatar Legends
Way
came
before
out.
this
Oh, cool,
was a
cool,
thing.
Cool, cool.
Mm-hmm.
And we did it as like a theme, and it was one of the most fun excuse me, one of the most fun Dungeons and Dragons campaigns we ever done. And it was only 3 sessions. It was like
It was 3. I thought it was only
done.
2 actually.
Was it 2? I thought it was
I'm pretty sure it was just 2.
It was really short.
Perfect.
It was super
You got to the
short,
point and still had a great time.
but it was so I can imagine like a game like that is probably super cool. So
Well, just the game. Mike ran it. Mike was the game master for it. When I tell you, this story that we did, it could have been part of the canon.
it could
Like there was little callbacks, there
I
were, like,
almost
little
cried.
Easter eggs.
It was so
it was
cool.
a beautiful story, and like obviously, this took place. You know, to those of you guys that have seen Last Airbender, to those of you guys that haven't watching the show, sorry, you might not understand really, or spoilers certain things, but it took place right after Firelord Sozin wiped out the air nomads. So like right at the
Oh.
very
After-
beginning.
Oh, okay.
Right at the very
he freezes
beginning of the
himself,
100-year
and now
war.
it happens.
So yeah,
it was almost
Yep.
like the Rogue One to Last
Yeah,
Airbender.
Right.
exactly, like Star
Not-
Wars Rogue
not
One.
A filler, but not a filler.
Yes.
It was to a T. So he had like
love
little
Rogue One.
Easter eggs in it, little like teases to things that show up in the actual show, like some
Awesome
of the
job, Mike.
things, some of the weapons that the Fire Nation were developing.
Right.
You know,
You're
those
almost
appear in the
asking
actual
this
show.
to be a repeat because I want to play it now.
Oh my god, man.
It was so good. I'm not saying that to toot my own horn or anything, but
It was really
because
good.
it was mostly
You
improv.
should almost write it out. I know it's so tough when it's
I did
improv.
write a good
we have
portion of it.
Yeah, we've started
Nice.
writing it out.
I wrote a
have-
good portion of
have
it.
a
I
good
still
idea.
remember.
Oh,
like,
we still remember the
just-
whole point,
just
the whole
about
thing.
entire thing.
Yep. I remember
But,
everything. There's only
um,
like one or two things that I don't remember from it, but we remember. And all of our characters that we played were tied into the actual show.
That's
For
cool.
example, my character was the father of King Boomy. So I was the Prince of Omashu at
how
the time.
Cool. So they're not really shown on the cartoon, but
Correct.
But they're
legit
actual characters in it.
That's great.
I'm trying to remember.
Now you distributed characters out like to choose
No,
from?
we came up with them.
No.
We came up with what the characters were. You gave us what bender we were. That was it.
Oh.
You gave
I
us
don't
what
remember
bender
that
we
part.
were. Yeah, you
But,
did.
Yeah,
Yeah,
like
Mike.
everybody. Yeah, like you said, like the Fire Nation guy, I believe was like Roku's
nephew.
nephew.
Avatar Roku's nephew. The waterbender was Grand's brother.
Okay.
Um,
Wow.
the-
Okay. So
the
you did a good job
airbender-
tying it in, guys.
Yeah,
Awesome.
there was actually our friend Jake. He played an airbender because we were thinking, well, what if it was kind of like in Star Wars with Order 66? Like not
Where-
all
yeah,
of
they
the
got wiped out over
airbenders could've
time.
Yeah, it
gotten
was like
wiped
there had to
out.
be some
There had to be somebody
Yeah.
airbender.
moving around,
So he was
like-
like a secret
Yeah.
I love
airbender.
that.
Like it
I
was
love
really
that.
really neat. And then
Smart
we had
move.
one person as like a warrior, kind of like Sokka.
Yeah,
Mhm.
he
Right.
was.
So-
What was it? He was the Grand Lotus. He was the leader of the White Lotus.
Right.
Cool.
That's cool.
But it
That-
was
that sounds like a fun campaign.
incredible. And like he's right, we were all so emotional at the end of it because obviously, with it could have been canon, but we were trying to keep it in the canon, which means none of our characters were going to be around for the actual show.
With great power of the DM comes great responsibility.
In
So
other words,
original content.
What did he do? What did Mike do? He presented the perfect opportunities. Like he literally laid it all out for all of our characters to have a fantastical end, so to speak.
You all perish.
We actually,
Glorious fashion.
I was the only one.
There
that
was one
survived.
survivor. Yeah, there
it was me.
Your
I
character
survived.
lived because you're
I
Boomy's
survived to
father,
tell the
so you
tale.
had to, go
I had
on
to
Boomy.
actually.
Everybody else
Yeah.
died.
Everybody else just died.
It was.
Yep.
It was.
Very
But it was
well
just
one
the
ass.
way.
Right, exactly.
It was-
You could have
Spoilers.
still had Boomy without Boomy's dad.
But that's the thing with
Could have
shows
already
too.
been
Like
unified.
shows that drag on. Like the thing that makes a good show is a good ending.
It's very true. It was a
You know,
great
shows
ending
that
to
drag
yeah.
on or series that drag on.
I say that-
Animes are a little bit of an exception.
I say that, well, but no, I say that all the time because, One Piece is fantastic and it's still going.
Mhm.
But one of the things I love about anime, for the most part, is it ends.
Mhm.
Most good anime sometimes doesn't end well. Sometimes they struggle with the ending, but they're complete
GT.
stories.
And then they come out with the sub-series and the spin-off ones.
but that's more of a modern.
Dragon Ball
That's more of a
GT.
modern thing, though.
Boruto.
No, you're right. Like
That's-
Cowboy Bebop,
that's more of a
for
modern
example,
thing.
is like a
Cowboy Bebop has an ending. Trigun
Yeah.
had an ending.
No, Death Note
Death
had an
Note had
ending.
an ending.
I like
Not a
that
great
Death
ending,
Note.
but Death Note had
Yeah,
an
but I
ending.
like that though.
But there's
I
so
loved
many
it.
of them that
Yeah,
had
too.
endings
First anime I
Yes.
ever watched.
that they didn't do spin-offs. Spin-offs is more like a modern thing.
Did they have a movie from Death Note?
No, they
They
definitely
tri-
did.
They tried to
Yeah,
do
They
a live
100% had
A live
Death Note
action
movie.
or
a live
or
action.
Oh,
It was
oh,
a live
oh, I
action.
thought
you meant an
Terrible
anime movie.
Awful.
It was though,
They
right?
did,
Live
didn't
action.
they?
Did
Did
Yeah.
Death Note?
It's on
They did a live action
Netflix.
Death Note.
I'm
They
so
did.
yeah,
It was
Nick.
awful.
I think you're right.
Terrible. They
A
changed
live
everything.
action?
Yeah,
Yep,
right.
they did.
No, yeah, they might have a live action. They didn't have an animated movie though.
And-
No,
No,
there
live action
definitely
Death
was
Note.
an animated
Was
movie.
it?
wasn't
Did
there?
they?
Remember there being one?
You could
might
fact
have-
check it,
Try
but
it out.
I could have sworn.
Maybe.
Because I missed it if there was. I
Um,
don't remember there being
no,
one.
I
I
think
mean,
it's
I'm not a
live
big
action.
like I
remember-
think
That's also my problem with modern video games that I talked about before. Is they never just end anymore. You always have to have DLC, and this happens. I just
Oh,
want to
that's
be
a
able to.
whole different can of worms.
I just
right?
wanna
Like
beat a game. I
microtransactions.
just wanna
Yeah,
beat
you're really big into gaming too.
I'm super big into gaming, and I think that
Microtransactions are
that's
annoying.
I
too.
hate that, and that's just modern
So there's
gaming,
a live
right? Like,
action.
No, I knew the live action.
Keep going, Mike.
but essentially, like, so many games I feel like are released today that are
And then it's
incomplete.
just a show. Yeah, it's just a show, not a movie.
They're incomplete. Like,
show. Yeah.
why do you need so many other things to complete your game later on? Like, I think that's why Elden Ring was so big. I don't know if you guys played Elden Ring.
Loved it.
Great game,
Love it.
fantastic, but it was. Here's the game. Go play it. Another example of that Baldur's Gate 3. Did you ever
Yep.
play,
No,
play
I heard
Baldur's
it's
Gate
great
3?
though. Oh,
They,
Amazing
they did that.
game.
They just did that with the Harry Potter game too.
Oh, I still haven't played that yet.
But that was
man.
a complete game. That was,
Oh.
there was
Yes.
no,
Same thing. Like
Jared
it
Stein's
was.
got Spider-Man 2.
I want it. I don't
I
want to know
know.
about
I
it.
heard
I
that's
want that
pretty good
game.
too. But
The Spider-Man games are amazing.
But yeah, like those are complete games. Like you got it, and it was like getting a game when you were younger, when you went to
Yeah.
Target or GameStop.
Well, I just
and it
like
was
being able to beat something. Like have a
Yeah.
conclusion. Just-
Mm-hmm.
That's the end.
Mm-hmm.
I beat it.
Yeah.
Speaking of conclusions, we have to wrap this thing up.
Yeah, it's getting late.
Oh.
Oh wow. Yeah, we were just going.
Oh wow. Yeah, I didn't even
We were
realize
just
it was that
going.
late, man.
But we're gonna have to have you back on because there's a
Yeah,
whole bunch
oh,
of
yeah,
stuff
well,
that we have
we'll-
not talked to you
absolutely,
about
I'd
yet.
We'll
love to.
re-guess
In
this.
the
Have you
same
back on.
outfit.
We've re-guessed it.
We'll have to give Justin exact
Same
same
exact
outfits
outfit.
again.
Nope. You guys can wear the same outfits. I will not.
You need the other red wig.
Well, it's time to kick this rock into comfort mode.
Alrighty then, folks. If you have not already, make sure you follow us on Instagram and Threads and TikTok at Kickin and Crocs. KICKIN.in.Crocs. CROCS.
The best.
Subscribe to us on YouTube to watch the video versions of this podcast and a whole bunch of other awesome videos that we are eventually going to do at some point down the line.
5-star reviews for those of you just listening. 5-star, 5-star, 5-star. Subscribe, share, tell all your friends.
Love it. Love it. Well, then, until next time.
I've been Prince Vegeta. Find out next time on Dragon Ball Z.
You should put the outro there.
Yeah. All right, I'm Dave,
Definitely Nick.
not Ariel. Took the wig off.
Thank goodness. That was a scary
I'm
area.
Goku. I mean Mike.
I'm Goku. I mean,
You.
and
You stay kicking, Internet.